Hey guys, welcome back. So today is a little bit of a woodworking project. I apologize if I move forward and you can't see my face. It's just how I have my camera set up. So what you're going to need today is this little piece of wood. It's about 4 inches long, and it's not completely flat or straight or anything. You can just do any piece of scrap. I think it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Yep, about 1.5 inches wide. Yeah, you can do this any size. Just a piece of scrap wood. I don't know, it's probably about 1/4 inch thick. Like I said, any scrap you can change size of the wood, whatever. And you're going to need wood, obviously. You're going to need a step bit for a drill. Obviously, with step bit, you're going to need a drill. I have my drill press right here. So you believe me, drill press. Drill press. I have a Dremel. You can do this with files, anything. This is for ornament. I'm showing you how to make a one-handed book reader. So you know how people read a book one-handed. What you do is you can give them, this is great Christmas for us. I know Christmas is coming up like next week, so this is a little late for Christmas. But basically it is where they can stick their thumb through the piece of wood and it holds the book spread for them. You're going to need to find out how big someone's thumb is, or your thumb, whatever. And I just happen to have this ring sizer thing. I think that's just about it. Wood, step bit, Dremel, a couple of carving bits, drill, step bit. That's about it. So let me situate. I can't talk. Situate the camera, and I'll show you what to do next. So I went ahead and put, this will help the lighting situation a little bit. So I went ahead and put, this is the start, the drill bit for the step bit. This is going to get a little loud. Just want to make sure I'm on center, and I need to tighten that down. This is what I'm doing first to get the step bit. I found out how big my thumb is and how it corresponds to my step bit. So what I'm going to do is, you should probably clamp this down. I did this once before, I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to, just a second, I just want to make sure everything's centered. Just go ahead and drill a starter hole. I did mark center on my wood, but try to make sure that was good. Just clean up the back there. Got a little splintery. But I put a piece of wood down so that I make sure I don't drill through anything. Just spin this direction. So I know for my thumb size, I'm going to have to drill to almost the entire step, but it's the second little ring. So to do that, I know this isn't going to go all the way. This step bit's a little bit shorter than the other drill bit. I can raise this up a little bit. Just as easy as going right through it. I think I'm going to move this. There's a hole in the middle of this, so I know I'm not going to drill into my faceplate thing. I can move this pretty much all the way up to the bit. And whenever you're using a step bit, remember that it'll go through, when it goes through like this, the other side isn't going to be the same diameter, so you will have to flip it over. So I'm going to have to raise this up just a hair more so I can make sure I get all the way through. Excellent shot of my arm. Hopefully. Just make sure, one, you stop the drill press when you want to stop. And always remember to, and also you see this little rough stuff, that going back through with the drill bit on this side will help. There we go. So there is a little bit of a groove right there. Probably gonna, I can't leave that on because I've got to plug my Dremel in. So just a second. My setup is a one outlet. I am going to need third bit. I forgot about this. Is a cylindrical bit. Stick it in my Dremel. There we go. Where's my little wrench thing? One moment, please. That don't understand. Wrench thingy. Just tighten it down real good. Make sure that when you do this, always make sure it's tight enough, because otherwise it could end badly. Let me turn the camera around a little bit more, so that, because there's this little ridge right there from the step bit didn't get all the way through. Dremel. Just as easy as that. I got the center cleaned up. So now I'm going to go over to my other bench. I'm going to shape this up a little bit, and I'll bring you guys in over there. Shape it up. Do a couple more things. I'll bring you back over here where I'll do the carving for a decoration on this. So stay tuned for just a minute. Alright, so over here, and I'm just going to lay out what I want for my design. And I'm going to take some 100 grit sandpaper and get that pencil marking off. I'm not going to do anything mega crazy for design. I'm just going to do something fairly simple. It's probably just going to be rounding something over. A couple other things you're going to need is, I got this little carving knife I made. Pocket knife would work just as well. And some wood stain. You're going to need that too, unless you want this to not be so good. But I'm just going to round the ends over. You can use glue bottle, tape. I'm going to try the tape because I did a glue bottle. Used a glue bottle last time. I'm just going to put a roundish shape on the ends. That's why woodworkers don't use lead pencils, mechanical, whatever. So just round over the ends a little bit, and since I still see a couple sharp corners, I can use my glue bottle to kind of get a little bit of a more round shape. Maybe. I am going to chamfering this whole thing, so. Come on, where? I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. That's too much. So just work any shape you want. And now I'm just going to get a saw. I'm going to stick this in my vise right here. I'm going to get a little dovetail saw, angle saw, whatever, and try to get as close to that line as possible. Hopefully do this without messing up my vise or anything, and sorry about the shaking, because the camera's right on there. Well, that's really not better. Let me... Oh, nope, that's worse. Whoops. Alright, and my hand is in the way a lot. I'm just trying to do this the best possible way. You get the point, just shape it to whatever. I'm going to quit because I don't want to break my phone. And I'll do this, and I'll bring you right back over there for the carving. Alright, so everything else I'm just going to do over here because the lighting's a little bit better. So what you need the knife for is so you can kind of round out this hole a little bit. Keep all safety procedures in mind. If you know anything about knives, be careful with them. This is definitely, if you're a kid, this is where you get parental help. I know what I'm doing. My dad knows I'm down here. Anyway, so just trying to make sure I get... You have to go with the grinder, you get some really bad tear out. So that's why I'm trying to... You have to be just watch for tear out. You're just kind of taking the knife and just kind of rounding all these edges here in the thumb. There, just round them all over. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it looks handmade, good. That means that shows that you put a lot of hard work into the gift form. This is like perfect for anybody who reads. I read a lot. I don't do a lot of one-handed, but I want to maybe try a little bit more. So here's one side. You can see it's a little more rounded over than this side, obviously. I'll probably clean this up with the Dremel here in a minute anyway. I'm just trying to get rid of all that tear out look. I mean, again, you can sand this file as whatever. So then you just do that to both sides. Look decent. That's where I go. I go for functionality more. So I'm trying to get a little bit better with that. If you feel more comfortable wearing gloves doing this, that's fine too. I mean, it's all up to you. It's your project, your shop, whatever. You don't have to do anything with the Dremel to carve anything on this. That's just kind of my little touch. If you want to see a little bit better of this, there's a channel called Wood by Wright. No relation, I guarantee it. He did a live stream about doing these, and he explains it a lot better. I just got some 220 grit here, just kind of smooth all this out, real quick, real easy. Really, this project, I'm doing this right along. You guys can do this right alongside of me, whatever. I'm just trying to get rid of some of these vice marks. If you have a bench vise without teeth in it, that's a lot better. And I left a tool over there, which I might be able to do with my Dremel. But I am going to chamfering all these. So now is where we're doing great. This is where the Dremel come in, which I need to change this drill bit. Or not drill bit. This bit. I have this little conical one, and I'm going to use to do my little bit of engraving. So, probably I'm not going to finish this on camera, because it does require a couple of coats. But what I used on the other one, which is the same wood, I used this Mini-Wax Colonial Maple. It came out really good. You do about you do one coat, let it soak in for about 24 hours, then take something like 220 grit sandpaper, sand that, then do a second coat, and that's pretty much it. But for the engraving thing, I'm just going to do a couple of curls, spirals, something like that. I might do my name, or my initials. I may just do a JW. No, I'm going to do curls. I gotta think of how to do them for a second. It's not as easy as people make it look, trust me. Trying to make them interconnect. That swoops down about like that. That swoops out and curls. Something kind of like that. We do that same thing or something similar on the other side. Probably the second side's a little bit better. I am freehanding this. If you have a template you guys want to use it. Yours might come out a little bit better than mine. I'm sure some of you are better woodworkers than me. Just clean that. So then Dremel, I'm going to set it to a 2 because I've done it with speed to a 2. Then I'm going to just, turn it on and carve this out. I'm going to do that off camera just for safety's sake. So I'll tune you guys back in as soon as I get this done. So I already got this in. So what I did was I used the conical one to go over my pencil line to get it in there. And I went back over it with this little diamond burr ball shape to make it a little bit deeper so that when I'm sanding it doesn't go gone. Now I'm going to use what is called a Stanley Surafoam. Basically it's a cheese grater for wood. I'm just going to go over the edges of this, because this will just round everything over. You can tell it's a lot rounder than over here. So just go on every surface. Like I said, this is basically like a cheese grater. You can use file, sandpaper, anything you got to do this yourself. Just go over it till you feel like it's round enough. This is going to be a minute. You can always change things around a little bit later. Wrong direction. Just get these ends right here. Since they're in grain, it's a little bit harder. You just gotta do it right. I'm working with in grain's a pain in the butt to work with, just so y'all know. Keep that in mind. It can turn out fairly rough, but that's what sandpaper's for. Might switch back to my Dremel. Taking my thumbnail. Don't try to injure yourself as little as possible when working with sharp objects. It is very nice to not be injured. Like I said, you can do this any way you feel comfortable. I'm just trying to remember how I did this. And just take off all the sharp edges. Trust me, there are a lot better videos out there than mine for learning how to do things. I learned from YouTube myself, so then once you get it all nice and shaped, you can take any kind of sandpaper or whatever, just run over everything. Nice and smoothed out. Everything where you want it, because once you put a finish on this, you can't change anything. Well, you can, but it's a little bit harder to finish on it. So I'll make sure I remember what I said and what I didn't. Like I said, I'm figuring stuff out as I go sometimes. This I already know how to. I know I made one of these, so I'm just kind of showing you guys how to make it next one. Lots of hand sand. And that is pretty much finished product. I mean, like I said, you can put a finish on it. You can use whatever you want, depending on your wood. I'm not going to do that in the video because it takes way too long. I don't feel like messing with all that. But basically, you just stick it in the finish. If you're using that, which is a stain, you coat it and everything. Let it sit for 24 hours. Take a fine grit sandpaper, like I said, 220, and go over it after 24 hours. Then let another one soak in it. Let it soak for another couple hours and another coat. And if you're still stuck in the past, fidget spinner. If you can get a bearing. So, I came a little late with a fidget spinner, but whatever. And I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.